Welcome to UA Live. Coming up on the show, we'll learn about Norwester, our orchestra program, a healthy place to eat near OSU's campus, and Fenway Hotel in Florida.
Ohio native Dr. Robert Hunt was named the next superintendent for Upper Arlington City Schools on January 30th.
He has nearly 12 years of experience as a superintendent in schools districts in Ohio and Illinois and has served 27 years in public education.
Dr. Hunt will replace interim superintendent Dr. Kathy Jenny, who is retiring from Upper Arlington Schools at the end of July.
Dr. Hunt officially begins his role as Upper Arlington superintendent on July 1st. Dr. Jenny and Upper Arlington Schools administrative staff is currently working with Dr. Hunt to allow for a seamless transition.
On Wednesday, April 26th, seniors at Upper Arlington High School presented their capstone projects, which is a graduation requirement for all Upper Arlington High School students.
These student-directed projects combine academic research, synthesis of learning through academic writing, and application of independent learning based on their academic research, which is demonstrated through their final presentation.
In March, Upper Arlington Orchestra students showcased their abilities at the annual Central Ohio String Festival, where professional judges assess their performances. Here's a look.
Every year on the first weekend of March, Upper Arlington Orchestra participates in the Central Ohio String Festival.
So the Central Ohio String Festival is an adjudicated large group event where orchestras from all over Central Ohio come and perform for 3 judges and a clinician. We have orchestras from as far north as Delaware and as far east as Newark this year.
Having Upper Arlington High School host the festival again resulted in about 30 orchestra groups coming to the school to showcase their skills.
Hi, my name is Noha and I play the cello, and the attire we wear for our concerts is concert black. We don't have a specific uniform, but we all just wear black to be together in just one group. And one of the pieces we're playing is America's Cup by Alan Lee Silva, and that's my favorite song that we're playing.
The festival runs from Friday afternoon to Saturday evening, each group performing during their specific allotted time for qualified judges.
The students play for 4 adjudicators / clinicians, and they are rated based on how they did, and then they get a 30-minute clinic with a clinician afterwards.
Mrs. Zunick and I, we organize this event that has grown from about 13 orchestras now to 30 orchestras this year, which is awesome. We love the growth that not only our students, but the students in other school districts experience from this event.
This is Skylar Burkle reporting for the WARL.
All Upper Arlington High School orchestra students take at least 1 orchestra course a year, with the option to audition for higher-level orchestra courses.
Upper Arlington High School also celebrated the first annual Human Connections Festival during the lunch periods on Thursday, March 30th, where students and staff came together to honor and celebrate the uniqueness of our greater school community.
There were tables spread out to recognize different cultures. These tables were from student-led clubs.
The tables showcased runway relay, Syria, Judaism, Bible Club, Italy, parks and rec activities for people with disabilities, China, Cameroon, Korea, India, and Central America. I asked students their opinions on what it was like.
Today I really love all the free food. I mean, it's free food. What can be better than that?
It's great to learn about new cultures.
I really liked walking up and down the Golden Boulevard and seeing all the different booths. I think it's really cool that our school is trying to immerse all the students in different cultures.
It's been really fun. All the tables are really cool to look at.
I think it's really exciting that our school is trying to integrate cultures and people can walk up and down and learn about different cultures through the food that everyone is sharing.
Some groups showed off popular musical instruments from their culture. There are students learning the salsa during lunch and during the band Al Son de Ia. I spoke with Profe Mendoza about the band.
We first invited the band to come to Jones Middle School on March 13, 2020. So we had this big concert at Jones to learn more about the culture and the music and salsa, merengue, and bachata. So we actually invited them back 2 years later, and then we also combined with Hastings, and now we're all here together at the high school.
This has been Alexa Larry reporting for the WARL.
We'll look at some of the major spring holiday celebrations later in the show.
April is National Arab American History Month, which pays tribute to Arab Americans and celebrates their culture. According to the Arab American Institute, an estimated 3.7 million Americans have Arab roots.
A common way to celebrate is to share films about Arab American communities and documentaries by Arab American filmmakers.
WBNS 10 TV reported that the major hospital chains in Central Ohio went mask optional for most patients and guests starting Friday, April 14th.
Exceptions will remain for patients based on specific health situations and will be encouraged for visitors experiencing respiratory symptoms. Franklin County's COVID-19 community spread level remains low.
According to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, based on current COVID-19 trends, the public health emergency will end on May 11th.
And now to sports.
The boys volleyball team is ranked 12th in Central Ohio and 30th in the state. The team includes 7 seniors, 5 juniors, 2 sophomores, and 1 freshman. The level of cooperation volleyball requires, plus when our boys hang outside of practice, has helped a lot with teamwork and team bonding. As the seniors leave, the stats stand at Cameron Rao leading the team with an average of 3.4 kills per set. Jack Galetga with the most hitting percentage at .322. Leading the blocks is Lance Thrush with 35 total blocks this season. Dylan Guy led with an average of 1.9 digs per set. Last but certainly not the least, William Poth with both of the most serving aces and aces per set this season. 71 serving aces and 1 ace per set. And when the juniors fill in the seniors' roles, the team actually has high expectations to end the season strong. Going out with a bang, I guess. Their main goal for the end of the season is to play every point with confidence and trust in yourself and your teammates, and obviously to make some noise in the playoffs and take a game or two. With the seniors gone and the freshmen moving in, like I said, hopes are high, but still, who knows what will happen next season? This has been Elias Hanover reporting on the 2022-2023 boys volleyball season.
This season of boys volleyball has seen more success compared to last season, with a new head coach Phil Nagy and his previous coaching experience at Hilliard and 4 years between the high school and Hastings. He has coached the varsity team to a winning season with 14 wins and 8 losses. When asked about his team's greatest loss, the coach had this to say.
The best loss is hard to talk about. I know the guys were talking about just last night. We played a long game at Olentangy Orange, and it was really fun. Again, it was their senior night, so they had a bunch of fans there and stuff, and it was really passionate. And we had an injury right before the game, so we were kind of shuffling the lineup around, and it was kind of like, you go here, and so it made it kind of crazy. But we ended up dropping the game in the 5th set, so it was kind of tough, one that we wish we could definitely have back.
One of the most interesting things that Coach Nagy said during the whole interview was how his seniors affected him as a coach.
So we've got 7 awesome seniors this year, and we really could not have done it without them. When you're a first-year coach, you kind of come in and you want to kind of help start to lay the foundation for the culture and different things, and if those guys don't buy in, I'm totally cooked. And so I'm super grateful to those 7 guys for saying, okay, coach, we'll do it. We'll do these things, kind of maybe something different than they'd never done before. But they really just kind of dove right in, and all 7 of them are so important to our success. And it was really fun on senior night just a couple weeks ago here at Jim Hamilton Court. All 7 of them got to play at the same time for the first time together, which was just a lot of fun, a lot of energy. And I'm going to always be grateful. You always remember your first set of seniors. So if I coach for another 50 years or if this was the only year I coach, I will always remember those 7 guys fondly. So,
like Coach Nagy says, sometimes you can't forget your first seniors.
Arlington competed in a tri-meet versus Worthington, Kilbourne, and St. Charles. Both of these schools had talented runners, and it was a good competition.
In the boys 100-meter dash, there were different winners from UA, and in the girls, there were 100-meter dash winners. So overall, in these events, UA was successful. The top overall time was 11.61 seconds by Andrew Bungie from Worthington, Kilbourne, and the top girls' time was 13.16 seconds by Tyra Butler, also from Worthington, Kilbourne. While UA did not have the top times, they still had multiple competitors competitors in the top 5 times of the day, including for boys, Carl Dufresno, 11.79 seconds, and for girls, Addison Rosenbusch, 13.48 seconds, Ruby Hornick, 14.21 seconds, and Ellison Case, 14.31 seconds.
UA also had multiple winners from the boys 100-meter dash, which includes Xavier Fernandez, Yvonne Zhou, and Carl Dufant. For the girls, there were 100-meter dash winners, Brianna Rogers, Lucy Hitt, Cassandra Silver, and Addison Rosenbusch.
Joining us today is Bradley Bobman, a freshman from the boys varsity track team. Bradley, talk about your events and what it's been like as a freshman varsity athlete.
Well, I do the shot put and the discus. It's been pretty good being a freshman on varsity. I feel pretty good about myself. There's definitely some things I could do better on, form-wise, mentality-wise. But other than that, I think it's been pretty good so far.
Talk about the track season. What have been some of the challenges the team has faced?
There's been some pretty good teams we've ran against and thrown against, jumped against. But it's pretty good so far. I mean, we're just trying to get through. We lost a lot of good people last year, I've heard of. So just trying to do the best that we can right now.
Talk about the areas where the team is finding success, those goals.
Our girls 4x4 team is very good. Our whole mid-distance section, which is the 400 and the 800, those have been going pretty good, placing pretty well in meets. That's really it. I'm not well versed in the running aspects.
What schools have been the toughest and why?
All the Olentangy schools have been really good. I'm not sure why. It's probably just something in the water. That's my best guess.
I hear track and field is a fun sport. Talk about that.
It's very fun, mostly because, I mean, one, you most likely love the events that you're doing. Other times, just the people you can be friends with, talk to, whenever.
The Upper Arlington Golden Bears softball team currently holds a record of 17-6. Some key players include Harvard commit Audrey Salazi, who currently leads the Bears with a batting average of .538, and Slippery Rock University commit Paige Parker, who leads the team with 48 RBIs and 8 home runs.
Paige Parker was up for National Player of the Week with her walk-off homer in the 7th against Olentangy Orange on April 27th. The Bears won 4-3. Additionally, senior Audrey Salazi just broke her own record for the stolen bases in a season.
I met up with some of the softball Bears to talk about their season earlier.
Joining me are Upper Arlington softball players Lelia Reynolds, Drew Carlton, and Katie Sims to talk about their season. Lelia, what has led to the team's success this season?
We're just all a really close team, and we all trust each other a lot, and so that shows a lot on the field. And we can play to each other's weaknesses and strengths, and that just helps a lot with our success.
Awesome. Drew, how would you describe the team's chemistry this year?
The team's chemistry is really good. We're all really close. The Myrtle Beach trip helped us get closer, and also we have a lot of team bonding activities.
Katie, what are the team's goals and expectations going into the tournament?
Right now we have a goal for Drive for 5, so we've won 3 of the 5 games so far. We have our first tournament game today, so we're really trying to obviously win this game. We're going to work as hard as possible and see what happens.
Spring marks important celebrations for some of the major world religions. Here are the dates and details from 2023.
On Monday, March 8th, the Hindu festival Holi was celebrated as the festival of colors, love, and spring. It celebrates the love of the god Radha and Krishna. Traditional ways to celebrate are dancing through the streets and throwing colored dye on each other.
At Upper Arlington High School, our Asian American Pacific Islander Club celebrated Holi with the lunchtime celebration and a color dusting of a few lucky teachers.
What are other names for Holi?
The lunchtime celebration consisted of having students spin a wheel to answer trivia questions about Holi.
Monday, March 20th was the spring equinox, which marks the first day of spring in the northern hemisphere. The sun's rays shine onto the equator while the earth sits on its axis tilted neither towards or away from the sun, causing 12 hours of sunlight almost everywhere on earth.
Starting Wednesday, March 22nd and ending April 20th, Ramadan was celebrated. Ramadan is the 9th month of the Islamic calendar, observed by Muslims as a month of fasting, prayer, reflection, and community.
At Upper Arlington High School, an open space was designated for students and staff celebrating Ramadan to gather and form community during lunch.
Then the evening on Wednesday, April 5th to the evening of Thursday, April 13th was Passover for the Jewish faith. This holiday celebrates the biblical story of the Israelites' escape from slavery in Egypt. It is typically celebrated with holiday meals, special prayer services, and absentation of work.
Upper Arlington students and staff had the day off of school on April 7th due to Good Friday, a Christian holiday commemoration of the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. And on Sunday, April 9th, Easter, was the celebration of the resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead.
Most Christians celebrate Easter by attending church services, having meals together with family, and Easter egg hunts. Tara reports on one way that the Upper Arlington Civic Association celebrates spring.
On Saturday, April 8th, the Upper Arlington Civic Association hosted their annual Easter egg hunt and bunny trail at Thompson Park. The hunt is divided by age group and is filled with more than 5,000 eggs for kids to collect in their baskets.
We use a variety of volunteers, and we set up tables, and the city actually paints paint areas for each age group. The Bunny Trail, which was led by our junior directors, is a variety of crafts and local businesses that come and put on activities and games for young children.
Today I did balloon animals, so that's where I spent most of my day today. But I really enjoyed seeing the absolute chaos of all the kids fighting over candy.
This has been Taryn O'Brien reporting for the WARL.
New Jersey-based Pliables opened its first location in Ohio last spring near OSU's campus. Its popularity has grown amongst Upper Arlington high school students.
With the trend of acai bowls taking the younger generation by storm, Pliables was created in the midst of it all. Native to New Jersey, Pliables was founded by longtime surfers Robert Gugliani and Abby Taylor in 2014. The company's mission looks to educate customers on the benefits of acai, as well as to lead communities in healthy and sustainable living. Bringing it closer to home, Ohio has its own Pliables located right in the heart of the OSU campus on High Street. Many local Upper Arlington students have found this location to be most convenient. With a large area to sit and eat, Plia makes its customers feel welcomed. I spoke to avid Pliable customers on their orders and experiences with Plia.
My favorite bowl is probably one of the pitaya bowls or the Stupid Cupid. I get it like once or twice a week, which is like $20 to $40, and then like for a month that'd be like $160. My favorite bowl is the Nutella bowl. I probably get Plia like 1 to 2 times a week.
My favorite bowl is the Nutella bowl.
Really the Pure Vita bowl, but it has to be with no honey.
Pliables offers a variety of bases at which you can choose to create your perfect bowl, such as acai, pitaya, coconut, greens, chia pudding, and much more. Pliables also offers coffee, smoothies, and power bowls in addition. The company does its best to keep everything plant-based through the use of eco bowls, spoons, lids, and straws. The average cost for one bowl is around $12 to $13. Pliables is offered on DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub to make it more accessible for individuals to order and receive their bowls in the most efficient way possible. This has been Alex Burns reporting for the WARL. A New Albany location is now open, and Pliables announced in April that they will open another location near the University of Dayton.
In a recent studio interview, I learned how Upper Arlington high school students annually capture the history of our school. Upper Arlington High School's Norwester yearbook has been published annually since 1923. This school year marks the 99th year of publication. Lula Lee is the editor-in-chief for Norwester this year. Lula, thanks for joining us to talk about the yearbook.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
First, can you talk about the history of Norwester?
I mean, you said it pretty well. We've had 99 copies. Next year is going to be our 100th, so it should be pretty good. I'm excited for that. As for the actual history, I know that Upper Arlington has been such a tight community since we were established in 1918. So I think that it's just like an amazing opportunity to be able to work on the yearbook. I know that the class itself has been a curriculum since the school started, so we've always took a lot of pride in the representation like behind our community and just like all the pictures of the school. I know our building has gone under a lot of changes, but still, I think the message is still there, and honestly, it's just a great experience to be a part of.
It's great. Yearbooks between 1923 and 2005 can be accessed through uaarchives.com, which is accessible through the Upper Arlington Library website. Lula, what does it mean to be editor-in-chief for the yearbook?
A lot of what I do just kind of goes into the overall success of the book in general. A lot of times I'll be assigned to certain pages, but most of the time it's more just little editing things like grammar. Since it is a journalism class, we do take a lot of pride in the stories that we tell throughout the pages alongside the pictures that we post. So really just a lot of my work is overseeing that everything goes smoothly. I know the girls in our class work so hard to make sure the yearbook is very equal representation and super inclusive to everyone. We have about 400 pages in the book, which is very different from the first issue, 25, but yeah, I mean, just being editor-in-chief is just kind of overseeing that everything goes smoothly.
Cool. Next, please talk about the production process.
We have a website because tech is integrated with everything. We have a website that we all log on to, and then our lovely school provides laptops for us. So if you have your personal, your school laptop, you can log on, and we get a lot of pictures from the students. We go out and ask in classes, hey, did you guys do anything for XYZ? And we just post them into the specific pages. We have a layout girl, we have a story girl, just a lot of, simultaneous work that goes into it. And then at the end of the year, we have a few days before the school year officially ends, where we're just submitting all the pages into the website that we use, Jostens. And it's just really awesome to see such a long year of hard work go into, submitting the final product. So it's just super good process.
How do you obtain pictures for sports, vacations, school events, etc.?
So like I said before, again, the technology has made it super easy to get the pictures that we want. I know for specific assignments, we have to get pictures from spring break, a lot of pictures that aren't taken in Ohio, so that just text message is really easy. But a lot of times people don't take pictures at games and stuff for less common sports that people go to. We have to go to the games and take the pictures with the school cameras that we have, which is also, it's a super fun experience. I mean, I'm a total geek for that, so I love going and taking pictures of students that might not be featured as much in the student section or on the field.
Talk about the decision-making process of what you think is best to go in the yearbook.
Decision-making. I would say we have so many pictures that we need in the yearbook, and we have so many opportunities to get those and students wanting their photos featured. The decision-making process is a little bit difficult just because we do really strive for that equal representation, and we do really drive home the fact that everyone needs to be featured. It's everyone's yearbook. So that decision-making process can be a little bit difficult, but I think besides that, just making sure that the pages look good and just the overall flow of the book in general, those are just really the two main factors in it.
What plans do you have to celebrate Norwester's 100th anniversary next year?
Well, I can't give away too much. You're just gonna have to buy the book, but I know for our 100th UA anniversary, the actual town, we had a few sneak peeks of pictures throughout the years of past yearbooks, all that black and white stuff. So just a lot of stuff like that, reoccurring themes of 100, keep the viewers hooked. But I mean, I can't give away too much, but you'll have to buy the book next year.
Thank you, Lula. Yearbooks for the current school year can be purchased through jostens.com. Occasionally, Norwester has extra copies of yearbooks. If you are interested to see if any old yearbook is available for purchase, contact Miss Malika at romallika@uaschools.org.
Forbes magazine listed Columbus, Ohio as a hidden gem spring travel destination. Travel writer Katie Chang lists the restaurant scene as a Columbus-style, no fuss, no pretense atmosphere. That includes the Brewery District, the historic open-air school in North Market.
Columbus Museum of Art, OSU's Cartoon Library and Museum, Columbus College of Art and Design Buehler Gallery, and the Franklinton Arts District also contributed to reasons why Columbus is a hidden gem.
Plus, Franklin Park Conservatory got a nod for fresh air and breathtaking scenery in the Common Thread boutique strip located downtown.
Sandusky, Ohio was listed as the top coastal small town in the United States for 2023. The USA Today article from April 10th listed the reasons why Sandusky topped the chart, which included Lake Erie coastline, Cedar Point, family-friendly atmosphere, an assortment of attractions, and places for yummy treats. Sandusky was followed by Stuart, Florida, Marblehead, Massachusetts, Bayfield, Wisconsin, and Provincetown, Massachusetts.
Clearwater, Florida offers an abundance of beautiful beaches, vibrant arts, and family fun. In central Clearwater, there is a historic place to stay that dates back to the Jazz Age called Fenway Hotel.
With Clearwater Beach, Florida being such a wonderful location, as well as a tourist hotspot, planted right in the middle is one of the most fascinating and interesting hotels, Fenway Hotel. Yet before Fenway became such a lavish hotel, it had a lot more to offer than that. Built in 1924, Fenway Hotel is an icon of the Jazz Age. With walls echoing of jazz, the hotel earned its place as the first radio station in the county. I talked to front desk clerk Amalia Hernandez to gain more information on this hotel.
The hotel was founded in 1925. They made it into a hotel in 1927. It was the first Fenway Hotel. Then it came into a country club here. Then it closed down and it became Trinity College and Schiller's College. Was abandoned for 10 years. Then they founded it with Mainsail Hotels, and they opened it in 2015, I believe. And then in the middle of constructions, down the hallway here, we found the Speakeasy.
This staircase shown leads to Fenway's original Speakeasy. And in order to enter, you must knock 3 times and then be asked a password. If you said the correct password, you would be able to step inside and enjoy a drink. The hotel has a rooftop bar as well as a restaurant, the Hugh Chop House. Fenway Hotel has been nominated for a listing on the National Register of Historic Places and could be listed as early as this year. This has been Alex Burns reporting for the WARL.
Ahead of daylight savings times on Sunday, March 12th, U.S. Senator Marco Rubio reintroduced the Sunshine Protection Act of 2023. This legislation would end the practice of changing clocks twice a year. It has not yet passed, but many senators are arguing in favor of the act in order to reduce the stress about changing clocks in the morning and to keep the longer days.
That's it for this edition of UA Alive. Next time, we'll be joined by Upper Arlington City Manager Steve Shoney for updates about construction in the community.